Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the HG Gundam the Origin Waff. Now, I've been told before that I believe Waff is German for weapon, basically. And you know how the Japanese love using German words in their anime stuff, so really not too surprising there. And especially with the Zeon being very sort of Nazi-esque in kind of how they're portrayed and all of that and all their symbolism and things like that. So not really too surprising that they would have some more German names for stuff. So it looks like a really cool kit, very interesting design. One thing that really struck me is how this seems like basically mostly because of the way that the head is designed. This would be a perfect candidate for painting this up in sort of a Dokuro Zaku style. That's like the all-black Zaku with the skeleton painted on it. And just because the head of this thing already is sort of just kind of skull-shaped, seems like it'd be perfect for that. So might be something that I'll consider doing myself. I've always wanted to paint a Dokuro Zaku, so that would be kind of fun to try out. We'll see. Anyway, let's check out the kit first. This unboxing, once again, brought to you by MindFenix Hobby Store. So once again, want to say a big thank you to them for sending me this kit to share with you guys. I'm excited to check it out. It looks like a really interesting, unique Zeon mobile suit. Definitely has that sort of feeling of being sort of a prototype Zaku, sort of a pre-Zaku, pre-Dom, somewhere in between there kind of mobile suit. So should be pretty cool. And yeah, just interesting. So a nice box art here. It's been in the same kind of Origin style box art. This one is looking less weathered, the mobile suit that is. There is a little bit of sort of weathering on it, but overall not really as weathered as we've seen in previous kits on their box art. Going around on the side, we can see this is number 008 in the line. And yeah, that's pretty much it there. On this side, we're just going to have front and back view of what the kit is going to look like, all painted up and with all those markings on there. So it's got this cool bazooka and shield, and that's pretty much going to be it. Here on the side, just a little bit story there about the mobile suit. This guy, who I'm guessing maybe is the scientist who has developed the mobile suit. Then a little bit about the Gundam, the Origin Episode 3. And then here, more action poses. Looks pretty cool. If the articulation is anything like that of the previous Origins kits, the prototype Dom, then I'm going to be very, very pleased. Here we do also have a little bit about the gimmicks and weapons as well. It is coming with a Heat Hawk as well, so that's kind of cool. And then cool gimmick that you can swap the arms, again with the mobile worker and the prototype Goof. That's pretty cool. Of course, it has all the marking stickers, a few different hand options, and you can store the weapon on the back. Again, nothing really too surprising, but all cool gimmicks. Very welcome. 1,700 yen for the list price for this. That seems a little bit high, to be honest. I think this really could have been maybe like 1,500 yen. But we'll see. They're in the first bag. Those parts there are looking very brown, and some gray and light gray in there. Smaller bag here with our bazooka parts, some energy cable parts in there, feet and all of that, some more gray parts. Quite a few small bags here, small pieces there. Lots of smaller runners, so maybe that's why the price is a little bit higher. And there's our big sticker sheet and more kind of light gray parts there in the manual, if I can get it out of the box. Gonna have our same box art here. I gotta say this this box art here represented in a vertical form is looking pretty good. I think this artwork for the mobile suit, it does look probably a little bit better in vertical format rather than horizontal on the box art. Looking pretty cool here. On the back, gonna be again mostly some of the same stuff that we saw on the outside of the box, so nothing really too much more here, just nice reference photos for painting. Here's all the markings where all those are going to be going, and then our painting guide there at the bottom. On the inside, more information about the Waff, all of that, weapon options, and then again this scientist fellow who I'm not sure if he pilots it in the episode or if he's just the doctor that's developed it. I don't know. Oh, that's sorry. That's Tornov Minovsky, so I guess the developer of the Minovsky particle, I would suppose. Here, our parts list is in color. I don't remember on previous kits was previous Origins kits, was the parts list in color? I don't remember. Maybe so. I just forgot, but it's kind of interesting. I can see that we're going to be using pretty much everything except for a couple parts here on the D runner, which I'm guessing is maybe the same mobile suit frame runner that we've been seeing for the other previous Origin Zaku kits, which is probably why a couple of those parts are X'd out. The construction is going to start with the body first, then going on to the head, then going back around here onto the waist, just a short step there, then onto the arms, left arm, right arm, then onto the feet, left leg, right leg, putting the body all together, then building the bazooka, and the shield, and heat hawk, and gimmick, and yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and check out the runners. Alright, starting off with our sticker sheet, marking stickers here. It doesn't have any foil stickers, this is it. So it's going to be like mono eye on there, or I'm guessing this is the mono eye, this is the sticker for the camera on the bazooka. And then otherwise we have all these marking stickers that, once again, I'm not going to use. So if you want these, just leave a comment down below. First one to leave a comment and I'll send these stickers out to you. PC001 for our polycaps, nice big polycap runner here. Runner A1 is molded in this very unique brownish color, a little bit pinkish brown color. It's a really unique. Anyway, this is also marked HG1144 YMS-03, so it's kind of interesting. It doesn't have the name Waff there in katakana as it would normally. It just has the number YMS-03, so that's kind of interesting. The other half of the A runner here, runner A2, is in different color. This one is a gray color, but this one also has a little bit of a hint to kind of pinkish purplish to this gray color as well, so it's definitely some unique colors here for this molding. This is basically, as you can see, parts here for the feet, backpack, and kneecaps. Runner B1 here is going to be most of our armored parts, and this is all in this sort of light gray. Some really cool details on here. So like most of the Origin kits we've had so far, they're just loaded with lots of really interesting and cool, very nice details. Then we do also have runner B2, which is a copy of this section here. Then runner C1 is just a couple in sort of like a light periwinkle blue, very light grayish blue color here. Just our two parts for our energy cables. And then runner C2, just some gray parts here, just some detail and kind of thruster bells and other sort of little parts that are going to be going around in different places. Then we have runner D1 as well as runner D2, which is just a copy of this half here, just molded in a kind of standard gray. And once again, these are the runners that are not new. As you can see, these ones are marked HG1144 scale Zaku Origin. So yeah, these are the same runners that we've got with all of the different previous Origin Zaku kits. Runner E1 next is molded once again in a sort of standard gray color, all the parts for our bazooka here basically. And then runner E2, just a small little runner here with two little parts for the chest and for the mono eye there. This one is definitely in a sort of purplish, like dark, like grayish, purplish color. So yeah, again, lots of small runners with very unique colors on them. And then runner F, this one is also not a new runner. This is also, once again, a runner from the just Zaku Origins kits. So as we can see, this is the part that would normally have the other weapons like the long rifle, the bazooka, and all of that stuff. For the other Zakus had that stuff. This one is just slimmed down here, just the hands and the heat hawk this time, and that's it for all the runners. Well, now that I've gone through that and sort of checked out all the runners, now I can sort of understand a little bit more why the price is a little bit higher, 1,700 yen for this, because it does have a lot of runners in there. The actual parts are really probably not going to be too much more than the standard, just regular kind of basic high grade, because I mean really for the weapons it has the bazooka, that's only a couple parts, the shield, that's only a couple parts, and then the heat hawk, which is like nothing. So I mean really not a whole lot to this, but just the high count of runners in order to make everything as color accurate as possible on Bandai's part, I think is what probably drove up the cost. So for people who are going to be painting, that's a little bit unfortunate because they're going to have to be paying more for this when it really is nothing that was really going to affect them, that color separation. But oh well, that is just the way it goes. It does look like a really cool kit though, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Thank you guys for watching. If you do have any other questions or comments, leave those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.